Hi, excuse me. I'm looking for the most beautiful beach in town.
I don't know what kind of hotel you think this is, but we do not offer escort services.
I was just wanting you to tell me where I can find the most beautiful beach around here.
Sir, I am going to have to call security if you keep this up.
So pronunciation mistakes can be pretty embarrassing, especially when it makes a word sound like one that you did not intend to say. Now, one really common pronunciation mistake that I've seen learners make is confusing the E and I sound in English. Now, this can lead to some pretty funny misunderstandings in how the words beach, sheet, or keys are said in English. Now, although I doubt that you will ever find yourself in a situation like I did at the hotel reception, by the end of this video, you will confidently be able to tell the difference between these two sounds and even start applying it to your speaking to sound more accurate in your pronunciation. Because here at Real Life English, every week, we help you go from being a lost and insecure English learner to being a confident, natural English speaker. So don't doubt in hitting that subscribe button and the bell down below so that you don't miss any new valuable lessons like this one. All right, now are you ready to get into the nitty-gritty of pronunciation? So when you see a word that has a vowel combination like IE, EA, or EE, then we get this longer E sound, which in many languages that I've learned is usually represented by an I, the letter I. Also, the mouth must be stretched into a smile in order to produce this sound correctly, like this, E. So let's take a look at some examples. Leave, feel, seek, believe, meet. So the misunderstanding at the beginning of the video happened because I was saying the word bitch instead of the word beach. So to give you some more clarity, let's look at even more examples with the sound. Peace, peace, wheel, feet, eat, teeth, leech, seed, seat, meat, sheet, beach, please. However, the sound can also occur with some unusual spellings. Ski, visa, magazine, machine, chic, police, key, people, phoenix, Mary, pretty, funny, sunny, money, turkey, movie, calorie, recipe, coffee, ego. All right, now why don't you give it a go? Listen to me and repeat. Believe me. See the police. Green wheat field. Extremely windy. So when you learn something new in English, like how to pronounce a new sound, it's really important that as soon as possible, you start putting it into use so you can really master it. But what many learners tell me is that they're frustrated because they just don't have anyone to practice their English with. So we decided to go ahead and solve this by creating our Real Life app. Why don't you take a listen to what one of our Real app users said about their experience. Thanks a million, guys, for this app. I really appreciate all your effort in helping us on our journey with English. I listen to your podcast every day and try to connect with other English learners around the world. And this is absolutely amazing. When I was a child, I had a dream to be able to talk with other people from around the world without borders, and now my dream is coming true. It's amazing. So just like Shivi, you can also connect with other people from around the world beyond borders and talk about your passions and your hobbies and practice sounds like this. In fact, one of the best ways to master something like a new pronunciation or new vocabulary that you're learning is to teach it to someone else. So you could even do that over on the app. So why don't you give it a try? It's absolutely free, you don't have to spend a dime. So you can try it now by clicking up here or down in the description below, or you can search in your favorite app store for Real Life English. Oh yeah. Hello? Hey Thiago, how's it going?
Hey Ethan, I'm doing fine. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. What's up?
So the guys are meeting at the bar at 7 p.m. tonight, and I'm calling to see if you'd like to come.
Yeah, that sounds great. What's the place?
Nice, let me give you the address. Can you write it down?
Yeah, I just need a sheet.
Okay, sure. Take your time. I can call you later if you need some time.
What? No. I just need a sheet. Come on, a sheet of paper?
Oh, now I get it. Okay.
All right, so the other sound that we're going to be looking at in today's lesson, which a lot of my students used to tell me that they had just tons of difficulty with, is this short I sound, like in the word shit. Now, this sound, you just keep a really neutral position with the mouth, and it's much shorter than the E sound that we saw before. So let's take a look at some examples. Live, fill, 6, bit, little, since. Now, in the phone conversation that you just witnessed, Thiago got a bit confused because he couldn't hear the difference between the two words sheet and shit. So to train your listening, let's take a look at some more examples. Trip, big, pit, it, if, sit, kiss, milk, sick, fish, quick, did, miss, will. And now if you're ready, let's put it into practice. Listen and repeat to these example sentences. A quick kiss. Big milk. Sick fish. His trip. If it's ill. Since 6. Did Nick miss him? If Bill doesn't miss, Bill will win. Tim is the 6th on this list. All right, and now I hope that you're much more prepared to understand the difference between these two sounds. And I want to hear from you. Which sounds in English do you feel really frustrated about because you can't hear the difference, or because you have a lot of trouble producing them in your speaking or hearing them when natives say them? Why don't you let me know down in the comments below, and maybe we can make a lesson on that sound as well. Aw, yeah. Now in the last part of this video, you will do some practice by drilling. Listen and repeat after me. Pay really special attention to how your mouth is moving when you try to produce these sounds. Leave, live. Feel, fill. Seek, sick. Eat, it. Wheel, will. Deed, did. Keys, kiss. Feet, fit. Now let's see how well you are paying attention in this lesson by testing your listening. So you will hear me say some different words, but you will not see it. You're going to have to guess whether I said a word that has the short I in it or the long E sound in it. All right, are you ready? Let's go. Okay. Sheet. Sheet. Beach. beach, chip, chip, pick, pick, steal, steal, hill, hill, least, least, bit, bit. All right, continue to test your listening and your speaking with another hugely common mistake of English learners, and that is being able to tell the difference between the words can and can't in American English. So you can do that right now by watching this lesson. Let's check out a clip. Now, although these words look pretty similar, you may have noticed that depending on how they are used in a sentence, their pronunciation can change quite a bit. So what you see and what you hear are actually quite different. So as our goal here at Real Life English is to help you to confidently understand anyone, we will first be recapping the difference in the pronunciation between these two words before testing your listening skills so that you never confuse can and can't again. Are you ready? Let's go.